James Cook. He was born 1728 and he was a lot sailing around in the whole world. In 1755 he joined the Royal Navy, the marine soldiers of Britain, and then during the 7 Years' War, 1763, he was surveying the St. Lawrence River in Canada and Newfoundland and Labrador. The 7 Years' War was almost like a world war. It was England and Prussia against France and Austria, but several other European countries were involved: Holy Roman Empire, Russia, Poland, and also fighting took place on the Americas, and the Native Americans living on the territories which were occupied by the European partners were fighting against each other. So it was like a world war. Now, and then he came back, and then he made in 1766, James Cook, a detailed and accurate observation of an eclipse of the sun through the moon. And he was commissioned then to make such an eclipse-like thing, a passing of Venus in front of the sun. It doesn't really work with Venus eclipsing the sun. Was he commissioned to make a journey to Tahiti in French Polynesia? And he did it. In 1768 he was there, and he then observed how Venus was passing in front of the sun. There is Mercury, Venus, Earth, and then Mars. That means Venus can be aligned from Earth to the sun, that Venus was passing in front of the sun. And while he was there, he should also look if he finds a legendary continent, Terra Australis. And he was then going along New Zealand and the western coast of Australia, and said then also that that territory would be now British. He came back and he sailed out again. And this time to the Eastern Islands, and to the Marquise Islands, and to New Caledonia, and to Antarctica. And he was not able to get close to the continent Antarctica because of all the ice on the sea, so that he actually was convinced that there is no continent at all. But there is one just underneath the ice, he couldn't see it. And he went out another time. And that time he went up the west coast of North America, and he was looking for west entrance to the Northwest Passage north of Canada, along from the Pacific at Siberia and Alaska to the other side by Greenland. Over. That wasn't working because in the Bering Strait there was too much ice, but he was surveying the Russian coast of the eastern side of the Bering Strait, which was then Russian territory, was it? And he then went to Hawaii, and there he died by intervening into a dispute. According to Trevor Day's Exploring the Ocean book on the page 36, the positions and views expressed are the ones of the source and don't necessarily align with my own or with the ones of the entity spoken of.